youngest of us. We grew up in Portage. It was a small little red house in Portage, Indiana, with our dad, Walt Sr., and we had kind of a wild house growing up. Tracy
Plus he's a lawyer.
is pretty docile today. He looks a little sedated, but the simple fact is, as kids, he was a wild man. One of the times that I remember most, we lived next to a couple of wild kids. So one day Tracy had a great idea. He goes, you know what? That motorcycle in the garage, I want to take it for a spin. I think he was about 12. It was a Honda 750. He couldn't even reach. He'd sit on the seat. He couldn't. His feet wouldn't even. So I'm holding the thing up when he's getting on the motorcycle. We're push starting it. Dad had the key locked somewhere else. So I push it down the street, pops it in the first gear, starts it up. I said, Tracy, don't stop. Your feet cannot touch the ground. Don't stop. Just keep it going. He's driving around, driving around. He made it okay. That was fine. But Dad, I don't know if you knew about that story, but let me tell you a quick story of the one. Let me tell you a quick story of the one that you do remember. Tracy had another great idea. He was full of great ideas. He thought it would be cool to take Dad's car without a license. And I, being younger, I thought it was pretty cool too. So Tracy takes Dad's car for a little joyride. It's about 11 o'clock at night. We all thought Dad was working midnights, which was great. He left at 9 at night, get home 7 in the morning. That left a lot of idle time for some shenanigans. So Tracy takes the car, we go out cruising, and he drops me off to go back in the house. Apparently he wanted to do some more cruising. So he drops me off, and I walk in the door, and I look in the corner, and I see a shadowy figure. I'm like, oh my God, who is that? My dad's sitting in the corner with the lights on. He's crazy, man, ready to pounce on us. He said to me, where's Tracy? I think he went for a ride, I don't know. So he goes, wait with me here. I said, holy crap, we're sitting there in the dark. Oh my God. I couldn't warn him. So Tracy comes in not too long later and walks the door and, ha! My dad waiting for him, holy crap. We got a little trouble about that, but we're here, we survived. Tracy and I had, Tracy's my big brother, so we had a lot of fun times. In high school, I was sort of a cocky young athlete. My freshman year, I'm on the varsity team for soccer and tennis, and I'm playing basketball and stuff. And Tracy, you know, people may not know this about Tracy, but he's actually a great athlete. In my freshman year, I was, you know, a wannabe stud athlete. Tracy was on the cross-country team, track team. So we go out to Fagley Middle School, which wasn't far from our house. And me being the cocky SOB that I was, still am sometimes, I said, well, Trace, let's race. He's a cross-country runner. I'm like, I can take him. I'm an athlete. I'm playing all these sports. So we go out to Fagley, and we run like about a 150 or 200 meter race. He just kicked my butt. And I said, you know what? He's quiet, but he's a quiet assassin. He kicked my butt, put me in my place. People may not know this, but he was quite the athlete. And I remember in high school, one of my proudest moments of remembering Tracy from high school was that his senior year, he did very well in the sectional running for the 2 mile. And he gets the regionals at Gary Roosevelt. He's running against all these best people in the state. Jason Cassiano, Eric Smoot, the best runners. And I remember going there with my dad and watching Tracy run the 2 mile. And I remember seeing you run as hard as you could. Some of the best guys in the country at that time, and you did really good. And I was really proud of you for that. And we're going on 20 years now, but I still remember that. Debbie, Tracy, as you know, I met Debbie about a couple of years ago. She came over to my house for Christmas. And I'll tell you, right when I met her, I liked her immediately. She walks in the door, gives us all big hugs, playing with my kids. Her and Glenda were hit it off nice. I liked you right away. The reason I liked you most, and it's still the reason now, is by talking to you, you could tell that you're very warm, you're welcoming, you wear your heart on your sleeve, you're tearing up right now. But that's what I like about you can't hide anything. When you show love towards Tracy, there's no hiding it. There's no phoniness in that. There's no fakeness. It's a love that I knew that you had for him the first second that we met. In the past 4 months, we've had some ups and downs, and I couldn't be more proud of you for being at his side the whole time. He's lucky to have you. He really is. And I think you know that. And your family is wonderful. We all love your family. You guys are great, and you guys are really tight, and I'm glad that Tracy gets to be a part of that, and by Tracy being a part, my family gets to share in that as well. So thank you for that. We really appreciate that. I have some notes here, just so I can try to get through this. The last thing I'm supposed to, which is pretty stupid, but they say that you should give some advice to the couple. I'm not going to give any advice because I don't know anything. But my advice, the only advice that I always have, is keep loving each other every day like you've been doing. Support one another. You guys, I think, apart are strong, but together as a team, you're a lot stronger. You support each other. You have a lot of nice friends here. I've got to shake hands with 90% of the people. And so you seem to have a great support system. And I think that and your love for each other is going to carry you through any problems that you might have. I just want to say congratulations from my family and to yours, Debbie. We're really proud of you, and we all love you very much. Thanks, everybody.
I'm Dustin, Tracy's youngest brother. I don't know what part of that was actually short. This will actually be really short. I don't have notes unlike him. And when my brothers were out doing those bad things, I want you guys all to know I was sleeping in bed, waiting for my dad to get home. So, just so you know, I was the good child. Exactly. I'm really proud of you too. Over the course of the 4 months that you finding out you guys were going to get married, I've gotten to know quite a few of you in this room. Some last night, today, and I'm so happy that you guys are moving into. Obviously, our family is very strong and good. Your family and friends are extremely nice, kind people. So I think it's a great marriage of two strong families, and it's going to be very exciting for years to come. So congratulations.
You didn't say so. You don't want to single me out. God, it's Brooke. She's going to talk for a year.
I just wanted to congratulate my mom and Tracy and wish them a happy life together, and I'm glad that Tracy's now a part of my life.
Boy, that was the best one yet. God, look at her notes. Oh my God. Good Lord. She's got a book.
Yeah, I have a book. I'm a fast talker, so it'll go quick. I know you all are very hungry.
You don't know.
And I had to write it down because I'm so nervous. So I don't want to forget anything because there's a lot of cool stuff I don't want to leave out. The other day, Debbie asked me to give a speech for today, and I was kind of caught off guard. I said, like a toast? And she said, no, a speech. And I said, okay, well, I could probably come up with something, but I'll probably cry. So I'm going to try really hard not to do the ugly cry, but more than likely it's going to happen. Most of you know Debbie, and some of you don't, so I decided to give you a little history on Deb. Debbie and I growing up were total opposites. I was what she called Miss Priss and Miss Do Nothing Wrong. I told her that I did plenty wrong, I was just smarter than her and didn't get caught. Debbie was a rebel. I'm shaking, I had to put this down. I lost my place. Debbie was a rebel, and it was her way or the highway. And you knew for darn sure that if you ticked her off, she would tell you where to go and just how to get there. I smelled of lip gloss and perfume. Debbie smelled of cigarette smoke and a lot of perfume to try to cover up the cigarette smoke.